So Paul Skenes was the big news yesterday afternoon. 7 no-hit innings, now 6-0. And the question is going to be, Torey Lovullo is the Arizona Diamondbacks manager. He is the National League manager for the All-Star game. There are a couple of pitchers that he could pick. I mentioned Chris Sale yesterday, who has 12 wins. Ranger Suarez of the Phillies is also another, well-documented, great stats with him. So Ranger Suarez and Chris Sale, and then you have Paul Skenes. So Paul Skenes certainly he's been a rocket ship here. He has been a comet and illuminating there over Major League Baseball and becoming sort of the face of Major League Baseball. But I don't know when they make the decision, but I know Paul Skenes will join us today. I don't know if he's been told anything, but what he's done so far, and we'll discuss the strategy behind polling him after 7 innings. We'll have that for you coming up. All right, Seton, poll question today.
I think we start right there with Paul Skenes. Do you leave him in the game if he's throwing a no-hitter?
Okay. I had no problem with him being pulled yesterday. This is baseball now. This isn't when I grew up, and I know it's a no-hitter. Let's say he had a one-hitter going. You going to leave him in? And the answer is no. No one would have a problem with that. If he had a one-hitter going, you got to leave him in. He's got a no-hitter going. Well, that's true. I understand the historical perspective here. But, 99 pitches, and maybe that's where, we'll find out when he joins us, but is there a pitch count? Was there around 100 pitches? Did it maybe kind of play out the way the manager wanted it to, and that is, hey, after 7 innings, if he goes into the 8th inning and he's got a no-hitter, then he's going to pitch the 9th inning. And that's the biggest issue I have with that. If you put him in the 8th and let's say he has a 22-pitch inning, well, now all of a sudden we're up to 120 pitches. Now I got to bring him back. Do I want him to come out for the 9th? This is one outing. This is your future here. I know, boy, he had a no-hitter. But if he had a one-hitter, you wouldn't have kept him in here. But here's the thing. Here is the manager, Derek Shelton, the Pirates manager, on why he pulled Skenes.
He was tired. It really didn't have anything to do with the pitch count. Everybody makes it about pitch counts. It was about where he was at. It was about trusting your eyes, trusting him. When I went and talked to him after that, he was tired. They did a good job of wearing him down, and he gave us everything he had.
Okay. Here's the call. Paul Skenes finishes 7 no-hit innings.
Here's a 1-0 to Frelick. Swinging a bouncer onto third. Hayes gloves. Throw to first. Got him. 7 no-hit innings for Paul Skenes in Milwaukee. On this Thursday afternoon, the all-star rookie of the Pirates getting applause from the Brewers fans. That's how well he has pitched today.
And rightfully so. He had one pitch that went 102.6. When you have pitches that are FM radio, like 102.6, Paul Skenes radio, then his sinker is 97 miles an hour. It's different when you have pitchers who are throwing a no-hitter who may have a great changeup. I always go back to Johan Santana with the Mets. They left him out there. I think he threw 140 pitches. But not every pitch is between 97 and 102. That's different. That's the difference here. You're throwing harder, more pitches that are going to be up towards triple digits. And the wear and tear, the stress on that, and it feels like pitchers nowadays are programmed to pitch 5 innings, maybe 6 innings. He hasn't pitched in the 8th inning this year, but it's a wonderful story, and it's a story that I hope baseball can capitalize on, and that's you have him, now you put him out there. And I know you can look at other pitchers and say maybe they deserve this more. This is an exhibition game. Utilize this. Get some eyeballs on this. You have 32 first-time starters or players in the All-Star game. Take advantage of that. Get eyeballs on it so maybe people will look and say, oh, I didn't know about that player. On May 17th against the Cubs, Skenes pitched 6 hitless innings. He struck out 11. He got pulled. Pirates won the game. And you can't say, hey, I'm going to keep him out of the 8th inning because I want him to be ready for the All-Star game. The manager can't say that. But this made sense. It just made sense. You can't go, hey, we have a plan. Oh, he's got a no-hitter. Now we throw the plan out the window. If he had a one-hitter going, this would not be a discussion. And yes, you're having people who are in their 50s who are going, what about in my day with Nolan Ryan? What about in my day with Steve Carlton or Tom Seaver or Bob? I understand that. That's not baseball anymore. And they throw as hard as they can for as long as they can. That's not they're throwers, not necessarily pitchers. It's a different philosophy here. And that's what you saw yesterday. The Pirates did the right thing. It's not for our benefit. The manager and the pitcher have to look at this and say, this is long term. Now, you can say, well, what's 20 more pitches? Okay. What if it's not 20? What if it's 35 more pitches? That's why, to me, it's not an argument. Yes, Eaton.
You're right. It's not an argument. But it is tough to swallow sometimes the 7 no-hit innings, 11 strikeouts, under 100 pitches. Pull them.
Okay, but
that is tough to. Well, when you just the sort of eye test of that, it kind of feels like really.
Okay, you can be. It's a smart decision. I understand what you're saying, but this is different than what pitchers did before. How many pitchers throw between 97 and 102 for 7 innings? Not many. So you have to factor that in as well. I mean, look at pitchers who, you throw an off-speed pitch, your curveball, your changeup. Skenes' throw between 97 and 102. That's different. So your 99 pitches are a whole lot different than somebody else's 115 that they may be throwing. Would we like to see this? It's like you go to the movie theater and then all of a sudden there's no ending. Wait, what? Wait, we're supposed to see the ending of the movie. Wait, he's supposed to stay out there. I would just argue if it's one hitter, nobody has a problem with this. And would we like to see a no-hitter? Yes, we would. But we'll talk to Paul Skenes later. He'll join us in the final hour. I don't know how much of an argument you have when you're a rookie, when your manager comes out or says, hey, I'm taking you out. Can you have much of a discussion?
I mean, I've had a pretty great 2 months, Coach. Skip.
Yeah. And then if I'm his manager, I say, yeah, and I want you to have a couple more great months this year. And if this is September, and if you're fighting for a playoff spot, you're probably leaving him in. I go back to LSU. He pitched more innings. He pitched late into games, but they were trying to win the College World Series, which is what they did. But I have no problem with this where they took him out. Would I like to have seen it? Absolutely. This first hour brought to you by TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be, the official tire expert of the Dan Patrick Show. Go to TireRack.com/Dan, the easy-to-use tire decision guide. So you got free road hazard protection, mobile tire installation, TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. All right, so that's the poll question. Should they have polled Paul Skenes yesterday? Is that what you're
going to go with? If you were the Pirates manager,
okay,
what would you have done? We also could throw in there, should Paul Skenes be in the home run derby? Because why not? Let's just get him everywhere.
Well, he is a great hitter. And when he was 15, he went to see Shohei Ohtani pitch, and Ohtani dominated pitching and hitting. And he went to the Angels game, and he was a really good hitter at LSU. And then I'm looking at a scouting report on Paul Skenes. He probably would have been a first or second round draft pick just on his hitting. Now, I wonder, which I'll ask, do you want to be Shohei Ohtani? Would the Pirates allow you to be that? Because maybe you can utilize that bat. You're the Pirates. Or they might just say, nope, he's a pitcher. We don't want to mess with anything.